Rochelle made up a website. I'm sure that she could fake a will.
Oh, and did she make the bright blue skies and the stars in the heavens too? I mean, do I have to deny the reality and everything to be on your side?
Why would Mrs. Loretta Davis, a white woman, proud daughter of the American Revolution, why would she give up her house and hundreds of acres to Darrell James? It's crazy.
Why would she leave it to us? She never came to our church. Until Max sent you over there to see her. Had you even ever heard her name? You see, it's all unclear, and I am trying to find a holy way through this, aren't you?
You want to talk to me about holy?
Whoop. Saved by the bell. Now that is the question. Why would that lady leave the house to a black man, hundreds and thousands of acres? Why? Why? Interesting child. When I tell you all the Greenleafs are working together this season to get on the case. They is on the case this season. Child, how did this episode start off? Let me see. Lady Mae, Grace, and Bishop, they in the kitchen talking. And Lady Mae keeps reminding Bishop that he has a doctor's appointment. He has a physical. Because she's been noticing that he's been forgetting things. And he's just, he's a little out of it. In his mind, he's as healthy as a mule. Y'all know how old man is. And, he don't feel like he needs a physical. He feel like it's just too much going on right now. He don't have time for no physical, child. But, when that time run out, he gonna wish he went to go get a physical. So they're talking, and, he hands off the phone with whoever he was talking to because he's trying to figure out why Rochelle is back in town. Oh, yes. Rochelle Cross is back in town, a.k.a. LaToya Luckett. Torn in between the two because I really want to be with you. LaToya Luckett is back in town. She's playing, I love her playing Rochelle Cross. I wish there was like she had her own series, like a spinoff of this show. I would totally watch it. She's so good. She's so wicked. She's so, and she just looks so good doing it. I love a sexy, evil character. I love it. Okay, so Lady Mae and Bishop, they mad at each other. Lady Mae want Bishop to go to the doctor. He not. He decides to go down there to the building, the old bar, Mavis's old bar. And, he's going to meet with this guy about the building. And so Grace gets a phone call, and it's Darius. Darius is just like, look, do you still got those documents, those records that, we need for the case? And she was like, yeah, they upstairs on my computer. Now, Darius told Grace in that conversation that somebody had stole his laptop on the phone when he was in the hotel. So the H&H guy, Bob, he really don't want no information out at all. So it's good, child. He's really trying to stop whatever information they got. He got some people. He got some people for sure. So as soon as Gigi gets upstairs and she opens up her laptop, her files get deleted on their own. Now, how they're able to hack into everybody's system, I would not know. I'm not that smart. But yeah, child, her stuff was gone that quick. No information, gone, being deleted on their own, child. I said, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Okay, so what else is going on? Carissa, she's still playing hardball. Oh, he's not, you're not going to have shared custody. Just being petty and mad for no reason. Well, she got a good reason, I will say that. Child, I didn't know Jacob had the housekeeper hemmed up against the wall. Dang, Jacob, that's all you do, ain't it? But all of how Carissa act is just out of hurt and anger for everything she'd have been with through Jacob, obviously. And keep trying to stick it together and work it out. And, being a part of the Greenleafs, that's a cushy, comfy lifestyle. And people got money. So, if somebody got enough money, you stick around a little longer for stuff. But sis had enough. But as far as not giving Jacob partial custody or half custody of his child is stupid. That little boy didn't do nothing to nobody. Jacob is a good daddy. Okay. So, Yusuf Shabazz end up coming over, which is Phil's father, for the tea child. Charity done convinced her future father-in-law that he needs to get in town to save his son. Child, he ended up telling the tea, and he was just like, look, my wife, which is Phil's mom, she was a nice black lady that came over there. She thought that Eden Will, the company, was a good company, and they love black people. Y'all say y'all the child ended up being a mess. It was some scammers, and it's just ran by this white man, which was Bob, who been scamming, taking black folks' money for years. And now he's getting ready to do the same thing, child. They done figured out that Bob is trying to rob poor black families, child. Just awful. And Judy, Daddy loves black people. Shut up. I'm so ready for Charity to give Judy 2 to the dome. Charity, when did you go give Judy 2 to the dome? Real quick. Even if you don't end up with Phil, we really don't want you to end up with sorry ass Phil, child. Because this is a sorry piece of man. I don't care how hard what he go through. Y'all see, got him. He done put you through. He done played you. He done made his bed. He can go straight to hell with Judy. Okay, don't take him back, Charity. But she is. I already see it. But Charity, please, whatever happens, please. But before this season is over with, please give Judy 2 to the dome, straight like that. Okay, so. Zora, child. Zora's trying to play like she hard and stuff. She's really actually upset and a little devastated at the fact that her parents are actually getting a divorce. She's a little down about it, but she got to play tough, Zora. So Zora tells Sophia that she getting ready to go to New York for filming school, I believe, or something. But, she was just like, look, this divorce has given her so much clarity, and it's time for her to leave town. She don't want to be in her feelings at home, so it's time for her to escape that and go to New York and get kidnapped. Who in New York, Zora? We end up finding out that Zora she has a cousin named Camille, which is Carissa's cousin, apparently, but she don't say directly in New York, and yeah. So Sophia ended up telling Jacob and Carissa about Zora's plans. They end up talking to Zora and end up working together as a team. And it was lovely. It was nice to see that. Carissa gonna say to Jacob later on, when she was packing, she gonna say, it's sad that it took us breaking up for you to finally be the man that I thought you were gonna be when we got married. I was like, oh, she's still taking digs, ain't she? But she ended up giving Jacob. She ended up giving Jacob shared custody. Of course she would. I knew she wasn't gonna go all the way through with this. She ain't that mad at Jacob, Child, it's just a mess. So let me see. I really don't want Zora to go to New York, but she might be all right. Zora's a strong girl. Okay, so let me see. So Darius, Rick Fox, he ended up telling Gigi that he was like, look, once all this is over with everything, and y'all get y'all church back and whatever the possible good outcome will be, maybe we can work on us. And Gigi's feeling a little conflicted because now she kind of got 2 men. She got Noah back, her baby daddy, her long lost lover, her, high school sweetheart. But, she fell in love with Darius along the way. But now Noah's back, and Noah offering her places to stay and And hell, so is Darius. Allegedly, but the people done picked up, tried to kidnap Darius or something. Poor Darius, he just keeps getting the short end of the stick here. He just trying to help the Greenleafs, and he the one that keep getting fingers chopped off, child, limb by limb. So Gigi goes to the doctor with Noah. Noah had got AJ to take his meds, as y'all know. AJ is V positive, and she was like, well, how did you get him to take his meds? He was like, look, I just asked him and he said, sure, I'll do it. And she was like, yeah, but you're his father and stuff. And she's kind of looking strange. Basically what's going on with Gigi is that she's a little jealous of the fact that Noah just came in town, came out of nowhere, and he automatically is getting AJ to do things that she's been trying to get AJ to do. She's been trying to push AJ and help AJ and help AJ better himself, but he's never did it. He's always resisted. But as soon as Pops come in town, he's all of a sudden he's all for it, So she's feeling a little jealous. She's a little irritated that still AJ has not opened up to her emotionally in the way that she thinks he has opened up to Noah. We're gonna see. Okay, let me see. Tara comes over, Rochelle's sister and Basie's half sister, comes over to talk to Lady May. She's still trying to turn the Greenleaf Manor into a women and kids shelter and stuff. And she was just like, look, I don't really trust you right now. We was gonna give you the house, but we came and knocked on your door, and your crazy sister Rochelle came out, and what's going on? So I was just like, look, well, she's still my sister, and yes, I did call her. After Jacob left, I did call her. I did. And Lady Mae was just like, child, I don't too much trust you no more. And she was just like, look, if you don't trust me, that's fine. And if everything don't work out for the best, then maybe it's better that I don't get this property. So they're still trying to work on the kinks. Lady Mae still is hearing Tara out, and she's there for Tara. But you can't really trust Tara no more because of who her sister is. And Tara could be playing them the whole time, that nice sweet act, child. Lady gonna end up giving Tara the house, and it's gonna turn into Rochelle's retreat. Child, please, could you imagine? Lady May have a heart attack. Speaking of Rochelle, child, Bishop down at the bar, and here come Rochelle sashaying in, basically taunting Bishop, saying that, oh, you need to tell the truth, that you killed my daddy and all this other kind of stuff. And he was just like, I had nothing to do with nothing. And why you keep coming in here threatening me? You need to get out my future church. You need to get out. You need to get to stepping. She was like, gladly. I don't feel safe being around the likes of you. I was like, child, but that man was in your bed, but now you don't feel safe. Shut up. So, yeah, she is, Rochelle's giving it to the people. She's really showing out. Bishop ended up yelling at her. It was just like, you are sick. There's something wrong with you. She ended up putting on this little cry talking about Basie should have killed you when he had the chance, child. I was like, ooh, funny how the tides have turned. You was in love with Bishop. Obviously, she was playing, acting. Using him, of course. But you was in love with Bishop. Now you can't stand him. Ain't that something? Love is a funny thing. Okay, so what else? So Lady Mae and Bishop was talking, when I first played the video. Do not own the rights to the video. I do not. That's kind of where, the whole thing ended off at. Bishop was just like, you need to, you sitting up here. He basically said that everything that I've ever done has been hung up in this town for everybody to see. But you have been holding on to a secret for 40 years. And you still ain't said nothing. Don't come up at me and talk about prayers and what I need to do. You do what you need to do. And Lady Mae, she agreed. Child, she ain't had nothing else to say. Child, Charity takes Phil's daddy, Mr. Shabazz, up there to meet with Phil and Judy. Child. And ended up coming in, and Phil went off. He was just like, you know, all I remember from you is how my mama used to pay the bills and how you used to just sit there and work word puzzles. You didn't do nothing. I don't ever want to see you again in life. They tried to tell Phil what's going on with Bob Whitmore. He didn't believe it, but maybe he did. Maybe Phil is starting to come around. I'm starting to feel he's definitely not into Judy. That's such an arranged marriage. He is definitely, Phil is not into Judy at all. She be trying to hold him and touch him, caress him. He said, "Get off me, ho." He don't want her nowhere near him. It is the funniest thing. And she just looks so sad afterwards. Phil had the nerve to get ready to call the police on his daddy for no reason. I was like, Phil, come on now. Child, Charity threw down his phone. He was like, "This is your father. He's trying to help you, you fool. You going down the road, same road that your mama went down, fooling around with Bob Whitmore." He didn't want to hear it because, you know, he just had so much anger towards his father, obviously. So he's not going to be able to hear anything until he get ready. He going to have to hit some. But like I said, I don't care. The way Phil done hurt Charity, I'm through with him. Let me see. Child, so all the Greenleafs go outside. You know, they stand up on the staircase. And they end up saying goodbye to Carissa and Winky, her and Jacob's son. Because, you know, they're just going to stay with Carissa's mom for a while. Zora, you know, end up hugging her mom, and you know, they were talking and stuff, and you know, Carissa, she decided to move out and leave. I don't think they begged her or made her, but I mean, there's really no point in her staying now if they're getting a divorce. But I guarantee you one thing: if Jacob ends up with Tasha, she ain't gonna be able to come to the Greenleaf Manor. Ain't nobody finna be bothered with Tasha, child. She would never. Lady Mae would flip. She was like, "So you left Carissa and came back with this one, child." So Lady Mae uses this time to tell everybody her big secret, which is that Grace is the product of an affair with her and Lionel, child. Yep. Grace is kin to y'all and Aaron. Okay. A hot mess. So we got Charity, Jacob, and Gigi. They all outside talking, drunk as a Kuta Brown, honey. Jacob is, you know, he was just like, "Look, I'm just thinking about Winky. I hope he don't think about me differently." Jacob was like, "Look, Gigi, you're my sister. You've always been my sister, and that's it." Yeah, exactly. It don't change nothing. It's still his sister. So, and they all grew up together in the same house. It's too many memories. Like, it's just, whatever, it's your sister. Either way, still by blood, it's still your sister. Y'all got the same mama, so. Anyway, Charity was just like, "Look, Jorkazukuta Brown now." Charity was just like, "Look," basically what she was saying was, you know, we all are born into this situation, and it's almost like we have to live up to this picture perfect image of what the Greenleafs is, and the reality of it is everybody got snakes in the closet, everybody got secrets, skeletons, and ain't nobody perfect. This ain't nothing but a facade. Basically, just do whatever you want to do in life. Amen. As long as you ain't hurt yourself and nobody else, do you. They got mad a little bit at Gigi because they found out that Aaron and Kevin knew, which is Charity's baby daddy, knew that you know, she was Aaron's sister and stuff, but she didn't tell them. So, you know, they started joking, talking about they gonna cut her out of breakfast and everything. It was funny. So all of a sudden, Gigi gets a phone call from Darius, and she's like, "Yo, I got the information." So, Gigi ends up going to this location trying to find Darius. She's calling him, knocking on his door, and everything. Darius ain't nowhere in sight. All of a sudden, who pull up? Was it? Now, I think that was the same man that gave Carissa the claps. I think, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this white man showed up. I was just like, yo, you need to stay out of this. Mind your business. Threatening her all up in her face. I thought he was finna hit her. But thank God he didn't. But child, they done did something with Darius. I hope they ain't killed them all. We gonna find them, child. I mean, oh no. It's just a whole maze. Gigi always lands herself in these kind of situations, don't she? But I mean, hell, somebody got to do it. Child, they got to get the church back or something. Or at least, well, it's not even about the church no more. It's about trying to keep the house. Child, I wouldn't be surprised if Rochelle is working with Phil and Bob Whitmore. I wouldn't be shocked, but once again, great acting, good episode, entertained all the way through. It's good. It's Greenleaf. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at The Skinsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At The Skinsworld89 on Snapchat. Chisking on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.